So in a matter of hours, Auden, Larrat and Artem Taranenko will be facing at the MAC arm wrestling tournament, which is happening, I think, in Ontario, somewhere, Ottawa, at 2:30 p.m. local time today. So this match, we've talked about it before. I've gone as far as making the prediction that Artem Taranenko will win. I believe he is the stronger, more experienced, more explosive guy that can pull without his hand and wrist. But in this video today, I wanted to talk about how Auden wins. I wanted to talk about what Auden's going to need to do to overcome. Because at the end of the day, one of the most amazing things about arm wrestling is that you don't actually need to be the stronger man to win. You just need to amplify what strength you've got, take away a little bit of the access to power from your opponent, and all of a sudden the pendulum swings and you get the victory. It's one of the most glorious experiences you can ever have in arm wrestling, is when you know, you can feel and sense that your opponent is actually physically stronger than you. If you were to get in the gym and measure everything, he'd be stronger, and yet you won. So the thing that Auden Larrat needs to do is really to neutralize the side pressure of Artem Taranenko. Artem Taranenko, he's a big student of Todd Hutchins. He's spent a lot of time training with him, and if you've watched Artem train over the years, he loves side pressure. He loves side pressure in a hook. He loves side pressure in a top roll. He loves side pressure with his wrist back. He's really designed himself so wherever his hand and wrist goes, he's ready to throw down sideways. Now, Auden Larrat possesses a certain set of tools, right? A certain set of tools that lend him towards having the advantage in the control department. When you have a longer arm, bigger hand, your disadvantage is power. You can't get as much power down as quickly as your shorter, smaller handed opponent. But your advantage is control. And Auden Larrat is very good at understanding how to use control. Devon Larrat, his father, of course, uses control very, very well. He extends and makes people chase. But look, making Artem Taranenko try to chase is not going to be as rewarding as it would be against other opponents, where other opponents chase, gas the hand, and then can't pull with their hand back. Artem Taranenko won't care. He won't care if his wrist cracks. He's going to throw sideways. So Auden Larrat needs to think about what other options there are within the control department in order to defeat Artem Taranenko. So when you have a long arm and you are risking being in this position here and it not mattering, what you need to do, and it's a very simple tactic that I think if Auden Larrat employs this today, Artem Taranenko is going to be in trouble. Now, if Auden Larrat tries to pin, if Auden Larrat tries to just top roll for victory, I believe he's going to take the wrist. He's not going to get the pin done. He's going to be overextended in the top roll and his arm is going to be open. He'll end in a king's move and Artem will press him. But if Auden Larrat takes the wrist and then goes this way and retreats to the top right of the corner with the wrist taken and says to Artem, what are you going to do now? I believe Auden Larrat will win. So once again, crack the wrist, don't overextend in the arm, don't open up in too much of a top roll, but just crack the wrist, stay tight, retreat with the body, maybe to the front of the pad, maybe to the back of the pad. That's going to be something that is going to need to be sensed at the time on where Artem's going. If Artem's dragging, looking for a flop press, come to the front. If Artem is trying to get tall, then maybe drag back with that high hand of his. Remind him who's got the control of the hand and wrist. Now, the reason this is advantage Auden is if the match stops, okay, the longer it goes on, the more problematic it becomes for Artem Taranenko. When you have a shorter arm, you need to finish. Your obligation or your advantage starts to evaporate the longer you stay around, and the guy with the big hand starts to get deeper and deeper and better. And look, Auden, being the son of Devon Larrat, you can count on him having all of the right intuitions. If he does retreat, expect to see him rise and supinate, followed by pronate, rise and supinate, followed by pronate. And the whole time he's just going to be eating up the hand of Taranenko. Now, I said that Artem Taranenko can pull without his hand and wrist. He can, but he can't pull without his hand and wrist once someone has rised, supinated, and rolled him again. Do that 2 or 3 times and Auden will be out in the palm of the hand of Artem Taranenko, and then he can just have his way with him. He can do anything he wants. Now, I did say at the beginning of this video, Artem Taranenko is the favorite, and I stick to that he's about a 55% likelihood on winning that. And that's because Auden's not as experienced as Artem. I think Auden's going to struggle to make the decision, the technical decision to retreat straight away. I think he's going to try to pin Artem, and I think trying to pin Artem in a rush is going to backfire. So I don't know if Auden's going to see this one and bring out that tactic, but I think if Auden brings that tactic out early, the victory is there for him. But I will stick with my original prediction that Artem Taranenko wins this one in a close battle, but he takes it.